What's up, guys? Driving home from work, 3:26 p.m. on this beautiful Aloha Friday. Also Good Friday today. It is 85 degrees, and driving home from Waipahu, where I just cleaned a construction site. Happy Good Friday. Good Friday is the day that the Western Church celebrates, it's a funny way to put it, observes, I guess, also a celebration, the crucifixion of Jesus. And man, this morning I've just been getting rocked by Good Friday in ways that I don't think I have before, and I honestly think it's because I have a son this year. And the gospel accounts don't really do the crucifixion of Jesus justice, and I think that's because the original readers at the time would have been familiar with crucifixion, would have been familiar with flogging, and they probably just didn't want to get into gory details. The word crucifixion doesn't have a lot of meaning to us, but the people that would have been reading the Gospels would have been very familiar with it as the torture device to humiliate and kill people during the Roman Empire. So people would have been familiar with that. They would have gone and seen those public executions. And so I really felt like, as I was reading the crucifixion stories in the Gospels today, that they just kind of glossed over it. And yeah, this is the day that Jesus laid his life down. And I think what really connected with me this year, and I think this is because I have a son now. I was snuggling with my son the other day in bed, and yeah, I just realized that I would not sacrifice my son. I might get a little emotional here. I realized that I would not sacrifice my son. I would not do it. I love my son, and it's nuts. It's nuts that God did that. And the thing that blows my mind is that Jesus is the creator of the universe. He's the creator of humanity, and yet he willingly laid his life down. Not just like sacrificed his life. He allowed himself to be mocked and beaten. I don't even like being disrespected by people when I probably deserve disrespect, right? It's not a good feeling. Just like a verbal disrespect. If someone gives me a look, right, of disrespect, I get pretty angsty. And I probably deserved it. Right? Jesus, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, creator of the universe, creator of humanity, allowed himself willingly to be spit on, mocked, stripped, beaten, tortured, and then hung on a cross to die for humanity that he created so that he could reconcile us to the Father. Like, that's nuts. And I think we need to stop and think about the gospel, guys. This is the good news of Jesus, is that he did what we couldn't do. Like, God is the initiator. God is all throughout the scriptures. God is constantly initiating with people that don't deserve it. People that have messed up horribly, that have done dumb things, that have spit in God's face, and God is constantly pursuing his people because he created them in his image and knows that we're going to do best when we're connected to him. And so God's love is completely displayed. We serve a holy God. God is holy. He's perfect, and we are not. And the wages of sin is death. When we mess up, when we choose other than God, there has to be a penalty for that. A severe penalty. The wages of sin is death, and God provided Jesus as a sacrifice for that. And so that's nuts. It's nuts to me this Good Friday as we think about it, that God was willing to sacrifice his son. I would not sacrifice my son for the best person on the planet, and I surely would not sacrifice my son for an evil person. But that's what God did. And so I just want us to think about that this Good Friday, this Easter season, the goodness of Jesus willingly laying down his life. And we're called to be like Jesus if we call ourselves Christians. Christians were called Christians originally because they were like little Christs. They were just like Jesus. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to shoot another Facebook Live tonight when I get home. I'm going to share with you guys about this 30-day challenge that I've got upcoming. I'm doing 2 30-day challenges right now. I'm doing a 30-day OMAD challenge, 1 meal a day, intermittent fasting, and I'm also doing a 30-day One Funnel Away challenge, which is about entrepreneurship, business, and marketing, which is amazing. And I'll shoot another Facebook Live about that tonight. But I'm also listening to Grant Cardone's 10X today, so I listened to that while I was cleaning the Waipahu site, and it's good. It's super motivating. And today he was just talking about being average, and most people put in average effort and get out average results. And so what would it be like for us to really put in extraordinary effort into our relationship with Jesus, into the gospel, into the advancement of the gospel, 10x results to that, and then see what would happen? What would living radically for Jesus at 10x look like? How would that fulfill the Great Commission more than just being an average churchgoer? So those are some of my questions. It's fun to do this 30-day challenge, OMAD challenge. I actually, today in the office, connected with a friend of mine who's doing a 40-day water fast. He's on day 31, and it's just fun to see people do unaverage things, right? Doing a 40-day water fast is pretty much a 10x thing, and that's nuts, and I'm super encouraged by that. And we don't do things to earn God's love or to get his attention. You know, we got to make sure that we're not slipping into legalism in any of this stuff, but we also can't be afraid to do extreme things for the Lord in that, you know? And so I'm just encouraged to be around people that are getting after it, that are doing hard things, and yeah, doing great things. So what can you be doing? How can you increase your effort? Not in a legalistic way. We don't earn God's love at all. It's been freely given. That's what today is all about. Jesus laid down his life while we were yet sinners so that we could be reconciled to the Father. So we've got to get that. We've got to understand the good news of the gospel, which is that grace is completely a free gift. We didn't earn it. We don't earn it. We've really got to get that. But at the same time, how do we get the passion of Jesus inside of us where we're willing to do hard things? So that's my thoughts for today on Good Friday. And I'm going to be shooting another Facebook Live later tonight and sharing with you guys about the other 30-day challenge that I'm doing right now, which is the One Funnel Away challenge. I'll tell you guys all about it. I'll give an honest review of this challenge, and then I'm going to invite you guys to be a part of it. I'm also going to announce some cool stuff that I'm working on because of the One Funnel Away challenge, but you got to check in and watch that with me. But there's some cool stuff that I'm kind of digging out that I think I was created for, and it's really good, and I'm excited about it. So, all right, check in tonight. Check out that Facebook Live tonight, and happy Good Friday.